Hi, buddy. How you doing? Stephen Mayer here. Okay. Just to let everybody know as well that we're also on UWS Radio, and anybody on UWS Radio can actually tune in on Facebook on Stephen Mayer for we do live podcasts, live streaming, and just put up some wee debates and topics and what's really been happening. So this is a recording from last week. So, is social media good or bad? This is a topic that seems to crop up quite a lot. When people say, social media, people have got good ideas about it, they've got bad ideas about it, and it's always controversial, I would say. But I think, to be honest with you, the answer is in the title. Social media is good and bad. Can it be more good or can it be more bad? I think it's really just down to the individual. So I like to have a wee talk about myself, and how I view social media. Social media has done me very well for my business, being in contact with people that I've not seen for a long, long time. Some people that I know abroad as well that I'll probably never get to see. So I think it's excellent for that. So, but I've also seen an ugly side yet. Now I've been on Facebook for about roughly 9 years, I think, and I always remember at the start it was something that I wasn't really interested in. I just thought, no, it's not for me. It's not for me. And a lot of people were convincing me and saying, no, you need to try it. You need to try it. It's really good. Go on it and see what you think of it and things like that for there. And I says, right, okay, so I'll give it a wee try. So I went on and my mate bought me a Facebook and I went for there, blah blah blah. I saw I got to like it straight away. And I must admit, I got to like it straight away. But what I done is I done my homework at the start. And I kept looking at Facebook. And what I noticed on Facebook was people, loads of people were lost. Loads and loads of people were lost. I Darren Welsh. I I can't repeat what Darren Welsh has been saying here. How you doing, Darren Welsh? Brendan Beatty, how you doing, my man? What was I saying there? And I just when I looked at it, I just thought to myself, a lot of people were lost. That's what I saw in it. People were putting up the quotes, or they were saying this, they were saying that. That's exactly what I saw. So I thought, right, I'm going to jump into this and see exactly how this works out. Um, Started to use it for my business because my business before was built on really putting a flyer out and things like that. That's what my business was built on. But one button down and you're in the world, But as I say, same again, we've got our normal wee list here. So obviously, everybody, this is going to be on UWS Radio as well. We're doing this recording as well for UWS Radio. So is social media good or bad? Now, as I've saying there, it can be good, it can be bad. Some people might view it as very, very, very bad. Now, I know people that say it's terrible, it's bad, it's rubbish, it's everything, but yet they're still on it. They're still on Facebook, they're still on Twitter, they're still on Instagram, and you name it, you name it, you name it. So if it's that bad to them, I don't know why they're still on it, for there. But as I say, it really, really, really does have its ups and downs. It does have its ups and downs. So I think what we'll start off with here is what are the benefits? What's the benefits of social media? Well, as I said before there, one button and you're in the world. One button and you're in the world. When it comes to advertising, anybody that's got a business, anybody that's got a business should be on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and things like that. There might be some folk who come on here and say, no, I disagree with you. Well, I'm not to say you're wrong. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is I just think it's a great tool. If you're doing well without it, then that's amazing. That's a big up to you for there. But I remember years ago you would spend a fortune in the newspaper, and it was called Run a Paper, and you would spend about £200-300, and if somebody never saw it that day, then it was gone. That's a fact. It was gone. So the benefits to myself regarding business is that it's one button I'm in the world because my insights on it can tell me there's people from America, Italy, whatever, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Know that they're going to travel for there to come to the gym. I don't mean that, but it's still good that they see that what I'm actually doing and what I actually put out there. So I believe there's a million benefits. As I say, people that get family abroad, That's also a benefit as well. People that's get families abroad where they can keep in touch with, they just do not have the money to go abroad. They're never going to have the money, and they can keep touch. They can, get video call, things like that through Facebook and Insta and whatever for there. You've got all that, so that's also massive benefits. Anybody want to come in here and give me some wee ups and downs regarding it? We'll certainly get a wee gab about it for there. As I say, it's in the title. Is social media good or bad? It's in the title. The answer's in the title. It is good and it's bad, But as I say, the benefits myself absolutely outweigh the good, because I never get involved in anything. I never get involved in anything bad. I don't go in and say to somebody, you're talking rubbish. No, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of boxing sites that I've been going into, and they'll put certain things up, and I think that's just not on. But that's me putting a wee thing there. That's not me telling them they're 100% wrong. That's just me putting a wee thing. But when it comes to my friends list, then I wouldn't get in there and say you're talking rubbish. I would never do that. Maybe at the start I would probably say something like that, but I didn't understand it fully, But as I say, these days I don't. What are the downfalls of social media? There's millions of downfalls with social media, millions. And to be honest with you, you've got to bring kids into this, people that's going to, we'll come on to this one later, I think, there'll be people that's doing some trolling and things like that. Kids don't know who they're talking to and stuff, and that's a bad one. Definitely a bad one for there, 100%. Sorry, who's talking here? So we've got Pep Roscoe here. Downs would certainly be perhaps people out of false impression of themselves. Aye, you get that all the time, Ross. You get that all the time. People that it's that come in and they'll say one thing, but they're a completely different person. You don't even know if it's male or female. You've no idea, and they'll come in and they'll just start giving you jip for absolutely no reason whatsoever. I've had it so many times. I've had people doing it so many times, and they'll come in and you know what? I'll reply back and I'll be very nice. I'll reply back, but they're not interested in that. They're just looking for an argument. I never gave them an argument. And then they're just blocking them. I just say, listen, just block it. That's just the way it's going to go. So I think social media really has to be really tightened up an awful lot, by the way, when it comes to kids and young adults and things like that. Really, really has to be. But do these big companies want to do it? Do they want to invest the money in doing it? Do they say they are doing it, but then it still seems to be happening because they're getting paid billions and billions and billions of pounds, So okay, so does it work for your business? Now, we said that to be a bit at the start there. Yes, it's amazing for your business. It's absolutely amazing for your business. I would always recommend Facebook for your business, 100%. Instagram, Twitter, whatever for the other different things. Although Facebook's the daddy for me type thing, But then I'm also jumping on. I've got a website now, which I didn't really believe in before, but I believe in now, which is starting to do really well, which I'm happy with for that. But anybody's got a business definitely has to really, it's great for your business. Somebody starting up, top of the tree has got to be Facebook. It's got to be Facebook. It's got to be, right, okay, how do we build a page? What's this? What do we do? What's this? What's that? We've got our videos. It's free. It's free. You can't get any better than that. Like I said, back years ago when I was putting stuff out, you were getting flyers made up and stuff like that. And it was costing an absolute fortune. All right, Jacqueline, how you doing? Jacqueline's not been on for a few weeks, by the way. Jacqueline's been on MIA, missing in action. So obviously, Jacqueline, topic is social media good or bad? So you can give your views on that. And you can be very open about it, by the way, very open about it. We'll put you on the screen, absolutely no problem at all. We don't want folk slagging each other, blah, blah, blah. If you don't want that on here, you can do that on private mail with each other. But as I say, for business, it's excellent for business. It's a great tool for business. Doesn't matter who you are, you must be on social media. And as I said at the very start there a wee bit, if you're not on it and your business is doing great, then you've knocked it off, by the way. That's amazing. But it's done well for me. I can't complain. I can't complain. Okay, so same again, we've got a wee list that people have sent me wee text messages on here and they'll say, going to say this and going to say that. Right, so do you get involved in rants? Hold on a minute, we'll just bring Gail in here. Gail says, depending on how you use it, that's a fact. Right, Gail? That's a fact. This is what makes social media good and bad. Because I seen a program the other day there, and a boy, it was in America, and they're talking about doing away with guns and this and that. And the boy said, it's not really the guns, by the way. It's the people that pull the triggers. You know what I mean? So, yes, it depends on how you use it. 100%. Jodie McGee here says people can judge their own life based on a Facebook profile. Well, they have a great life. Wish mine was like that. Wish it was my life, not like that. So on and so on. That's true. That's true, Jodie. That's true, 100%. That's Jodie McGee there. Jodie McGee was my first ever champion, by the way, Thai boxing. So that's true. People, we'll come to that wee bit for there, but it's people say, I don't know who they say they are, but do you get involved in rants? Right now, somebody says to me, ask that. Do people get involved in rants? Now, I want you to be dead honest here. If you might come in and say, yeah, I do that. Yeah, I do that. You know, Jacqueline here says, good for advertisement and connection all over the world now. Aye, definitely, without a doubt, Paul. That's just what I was saying. That's what I was saying. But my mate deliberately, right? Deliberately, he's got a fake Facebook, right? And he does it for a laugh, but sometimes it doesn't turn out a laugh. And what he does is he goes into people's Facebooks when they've got a wee thing going and he starts up an argument and things like that. And I told him, I says, one day it's going to backfire on you. It really is. Somebody's going to know your IP address and find out exactly where you are. So do you get involved in rants? No, I don't get involved in rants because I done a video about this a long time ago, a while ago, and it's about, see, when somebody's got their mindset, when they've got their mindset on, they think they're right, you're never going to change that. You're never going to change that. I can tell you that right now, no chance. So no, I don't get involved in rants. Does any of you get involved in rants? So you just give a wee post there and tell me if you do or you don't. Okay. Was it something out here? Do you add anyone that friend requests you? Do you add anyone that friend requests you? We'll get Jacqueline here again. Jacqueline says, I get it with the Garmer's slaughterhouse workers. Mean farmers. I was going to say, is it something else there? Mean something else there? Yep, definitely. So, sorry. Do you add anyone that friend requests you? No, I would say that 99.9% I do add anybody that friend requests me. The only thing is, I won't add anybody that's got no friends or they've got no profile picture or banner. I'm not interested in that. I'm not going to bring them on board. Definitely not going to bring them on board for there. But the reason I bring them on board is because it's business. But if anybody gives me about a jip, stupid private mails, this and that, then I just block them. That's what I do. I just block them. So how do you feel about that? Do you bring anybody on board? If somebody gives you a friend request, do you bring anybody in just for the sake of likes and views and stuff like that? Whether it be Facebook, whether it be TikTok, anybody. It doesn't need to be just doing it Facebook here. It can be any social media platform. If you want to get a wee talk about that would be ideal. So say, friend requests is definitely one that I'm 99.9%. I bring them on board. As I say, only because of my business for there. But if I get any jip, then I just get them back off and just say, no, I'm not wearing that. I'm not putting up with for there, not at all. Have you had any trolls on social media? Have you had any trolls? We've all had trolls, haven't we? We've all had it. Hold on here for Prep Roscoe. They need to have at least one common friend. Well, mine's has got to be at least maybe 5 or 10, mate. Mine's has got to be at least 5 or 10. Was it Jacqueline says there? No, I like to check them out. But I suppose that's where it's different with yourself, Jacqueline, because I run it as a business, you know, and you're running it as private for there, so you really want to know who's who, you know what I mean? Especially if you've got kids and stuff like that, you want to know who's who and what's what. But as I say, with me, I just bring anybody on board at all until I get the badge up. So let's go back to that one. Have any of you had any trolls? Anybody had any trolls? I think Maesties have had trolls, haven't we? Maesties, you know, there's always somebody, man. There's always somebody coming in and making things upside down. Jacqueline Morrison says, definitely. Good. You might give me an example on that, Jacqueline. We'll put that forward. That'll be good. There's always a troll. And Prep Roscoe says the exact same. Yes. And by the way, some of these people that are trolls with different things and fake Facebooks is probably people that you know, and they're out to wind you up. Telling you, I have heard that so many times. Really close, really close to you. Right, here's one here. Somebody told me to ask, and it seems to be annoying people quite a lot. Right now, I think it's on Instagram as well now, but we'll jump on Facebook here with this one. And it's what do you think of the facts finder? The facts finder. This thing that says, no, you're telling Robbie, you're telling talking a lot of rubbish, this and that, blah blah blah. What do you think of the facts finder? This is this new thing, isn't it, that's coming up? And you print something and says, and it'll say, nah, you're talking a lot of rubbish when you know that it's true. So that's control, isn't it? That's control. They're telling you what to think and everything, blah, blah, blah. That's just total control. That's what that is. When the person says that to me, I start doing that. I told them that. I said, they're just controlling you. They're saying what they want you to do, this and that. As I said, you've got Elon Musk there who's bought Twitter. But to be honest with you, I wish he'd have bought Facebook and made Facebook free, you know. I'm not a big Twitter fan. I'm not a big Twitter fan. I need to learn more about it. Definitely more about it. But the facts finder, as I say, with me, as quite a lot of it's rubbish, by the way. Quite a lot of it's rubbish. Especially stuff that I put up and it's flagged up with me. You know, it's no good. What was that there, Darren? So do you still think Sylvester Stallone is being honest about Fury? Oh, that's a different subject, mate. Come on, that's a different subject. We'll talk about that in another video, mate. Anybody that saw that video, by the way, that was not on. That was definitely not on. But then that's social media. So it is relevant, isn't it? It's relevant. So you've got a guy there, by the way. So let's jump on that, Darren, right? So you've got a guy there who's at the top of his game, Sylvester Stallone. Everybody likes him and this and that. And they agree with everything he says, because that's just what happens with social media. People look at people and they think, oh, they agree with what they say and what they do. And Sylvester Stallone is saying that, you know, Tyson Fury is the greatest heavyweight that's ever lived, and this and that, blah, 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 you know, and he said that he's a boxing historian and blah, blah, blah. Well, do you know, I'd like to debate with that one with you. If this ever gets to Sly, because we're on Twitter anyway, live now, by the way, if we're on Twitter live, ever gets to, please, I'd like to do a wee debate, by the way, you know. Right, so coming after that one, sorry, our facts finder. Right, does social media cause relationship problems? Does social media cause relationship problems? 150% yes. You're guaranteed. You are guaranteed. I've seen so many problems with social media causing relationship problems. Seriously, 100%. There's their Jacqueline there. Is saying, Darren saying 100%. There's their Jacqueline saying definitely. You know, it's you know, relationship problems. You know, whether it be he or she, that's or him or her. Let's get these pronouns things in order here. Whether they go in and they're looking at pictures and this and that, and does it cause problems? And it does cause. It does. You could build up a full podcast with that alone, by the way. Simple as that. It really does cause relationship problems, and it can be really bad. And I've seen some right bad outcomes on this, by the way, and I've heard of some right crackers where things have really, really escalated, which is no good at all. But yes, social media definitely does cause relationship problems, you know, for there. So we'll get Jacqueline here again here. It's worse when someone is pissed and goes on Facebook. Well, you get that. You get that. I had somebody like that the other day there. They were getting it to me tight about something. I just blocked them. I just blocked them for there. So I shouldn't have said that word there, because this is supposed to be going on UWS radio, by the way. So it looks like it'll be going on UWS radio now, you know, unless I bleep that one out for there. Okay, right. So this one ties in with what I was just asking there. Have you lost a boyfriend or a girlfriend on social media? Have you lost a boyfriend or a girlfriend on social media? Has anybody ever lost anybody on social media to somebody else? You want to comment on that? Maybe you don't want to comment on that. You want to send my private mail? My phone's sitting here. I'll be able to see it, and I won't mention your name. You can come through for there, and I'll read it out. I'll tweak it a wee bit for there. But I gather a lot of people have, to be honest with you. They've definitely lost a boyfriend or a girlfriend on social media, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Because just what I'm saying before there, when it comes to, I was just saying that one before there, you know, does social media cause relationship problems? Right, it can now. But then remember, people will turn around and they'll say, right, Facebook, it's fully this, it's fully that. You are the person that decided to go forward and make things work. You're the one that pressed like or love or whatever. You're the one that goes into the private mail and says hi. You're the one, you're the one, you're the one, you're the one, you're the one. Right. So remember, this tool's sitting there, by the way, right? You can call it bad all you want, but if that's bad, then what does that make you for doing it? Please believe me, I've been guilty myself with some things, right? On Facebook and stuff like that, right? No relationships. But so at the end of the day, it's up to me to put my finger on the button for there, right? So yes, people have lost relationships with it. Boyfriends, girlfriends, things like that for there. No, but then who has gained a boyfriend or a girlfriend from Facebook, Twitter, Instagram? Who's gained relationships with it? I know a lot of people who has had good relationships. They've started chatting away on it, felt good, this, that, boom, boom, boom. 2 people I know who are married. They're married, so I think it went really well with them for there. Went really, really well. So there you go. It's got its pros, it's got its cons. Sorry, pros and cons. It's worked out well for them, 110%. Right. So here's another one. This one's quite good, by the way. Right. Would you pay for it if social media started to charge a fee? Would you pay for it if social media started to charge a fee? Right. My answer to that would be yes. I would. If Facebook, say for talking to Mark Zuckerberg or whatever you call his name, if he decided that he wanted to charge, say for talking sake, £40 a month for me to keep my Facebook open and do what I'm doing, I would gladly pay that. I would gladly pay that because it would, as I say, it's done wonders for my business. Amazing for my business. I couldn't have got all this out there without it. I really couldn't have. So yes, I would definitely pay for it. As I say, they said it would never ever you would never ever charge for it. But I don't know, these guys down the line, they might start putting it out there, you know what I mean? Makes them trillionaires, billionaires over again, doesn't it? For there. Right, here's a good one. Somebody's asked me to ask. Here's a good one. Wait a minute here. Wait a minute. So there's where Prep Roscoe. I need to go. Got to make dinner. Prep Roscoe does all your prep meals, by the way. So remember, give him a wee shout. He's on my Facebook, and you'll see him for there. I've been doing it for a month now, and I tell you, I feel absolutely amazing. And I don't get paid to say that, by the way. I feel a lot better. Seriously. Right. Okay. So before we go any forward here, sorry. Let me just get this in out. I just want to give, as I say, a wee shout out here to Turbo Trill, plastering and rough casting services. Top man, by the way, give a wee shout for all your jobs. Team Mersey personal training, and speaks for itself. Well, Mersey there, doesn't it? They have also got Healing Holistic Hands with Maureen Ross, who is a master Reiki, by the way. And anytime my back gives me dodgy jips, I'm always on the phone to Maureen Ross, because I'm a believer in energy, frequency, and vibration. Okay, I've got a new one here, and it's Tavendale Fabrications for all your metalwork, things like that, blah, blah, blah. Just get in touch with us for there, and I'll put you onto them, absolutely no problem. And we've got our Cameron DL Skip Hire for all your rubbish stuff. He's a man, by the way, without a doubt, by the way. I guarantee it 1,000,000%. And then we'll get Mersey again there, who will get your massages done, sports massage therapy, fix all the bumps and lumps and blah, blah, blah. So let's get back on with the show. So adverts out the road. So, right, this one's a good one. Does social media ruin young ones' lives? Right. Now, come on, we should have some folk in here, right? So we've got Darren Wells. Turbo's a man. Turbo is a man, isn't he? Connection lost. Is it all right now, Jacqueline? Aye. Was it your connection? Was it my connection? Because it didn't. It says all right here that I'm fine. It says I'm totally fine. Totally fine. Right, 2 seconds here. 2 seconds. Does social media ruin young ones' lives? Same again. It can. I mean, if they're not in control, okay, I mean, can cause major problems. Jacqueline, I think what you were looking at there was the connection wasn't lost. It was it was the adverts that was going up there, pal. Did you not see the adverts? What happens is they blank out my daft face. For there, it was some of the folk that's put their businesses up. So I don't know if that was what it was, but anybody else experience that, you can let me know, please. So does social media does it ruin young people's lives? So we've got Jacqueline's either saying yes to that question, or she's saying yes, that she's back on track, if she can hear me. It can, social media can, I mean, these predators out there and stuff like that can, they're the best place to get these young ones, aren't they, without a doubt, because nobody knows who's at the other end of that camera, keyboard, whatever. Nobody knows. And, you know, it's sad as the stories you hear. So social media, young ones definitely has to be really, you know, has to be taken care of. But then these young ones are more clued up than the adults and how things work, passwords and this and that, blah blah blah. They're super clued up, you know. So it's something that a parent has to really get torn into to you know, to make things work for it for there. Right. This is a weird one here. What do you think of people who post cryptic messages? Right. Okay. What do you think of people? Let's go back to that one there. Sorry, Laird Ronnie Mulligan. It's like my dad, Daniel Mulligan, mate. It ruins some young ones' lives due to bullying on it. Aye, without a doubt. Aye, definitely. Jacqueline Morrison, yeah, ones can be such influence in the body images. 100%. Yep, 100%. 100%. So, as I was saying there, what do you think of people that send cryptic messages? Now, people that will put up something that sends cryptic messages, you know, they'll put something up and some folk will go, is he all right? Is she all right? What's wrong there? Are they doing it for attention? Are they really in a bad place? This, like that, blah, 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 you know? You see quite a lot of that, you know, you do see a lot of that. And I do prefer it, you know, that if somebody's sending cryptic messages, then it would really be, it should be a full message, to a private message to somebody that they know, you know, and hopefully things will be okay. Definitely hope things will be okay. Okay, so this one's a good one. And it says, are you addicted to social media? Do you think you're addicted to social media? I'll answer that one first, right? I think I'm addicted to social media, but then it's only because of my business, because I keep going back to that. And I would say that TikTok, for instance, I don't get business off of TikTok, but I like it for a laugh. It gives me a laugh, which I think's really funny. Some of the videos on it are really funny. But I would definitely say I'm addicted to it. I am, and in a good way, and definitely in a good way. Nah, I like it. I like it a lot. You're guaranteed I'm on it every day, guaranteed. And what's good now is they've given you this new dashboard thing now. I don't know if anybody's ever seen that with these updates, that you can schedule your posts. So you could only do that before if you had a page, but now if you on your main page now, you can schedule all your stuff. So I've been doing that in the past 2 days. Because I remember my mate before says to me, you'll never have Facebook. I see you posting all the time. Actually, I didn't post all the time. It was scheduled posts. So I'd probably spend about an hour putting stuff up that's going to be out for the next 2 days. But I wasn't even on Facebook. So that's a good thing that's been added to it, you know, is putting up scheduled stuff for there, which is really good. So I definitely believe that I'm addicted to social media. Are you addicted to social media? I think most folk are. I definitely think most folk are. Jacqueline Morrison says, I've learned to have a couple of days blackout from social media due to my mind training. Aye, definitely. There's nothing wrong with that. But let's go back to that again then, Jacqueline, because this new feature now where it's coming up saying schedule your posts. Now I could sit on Sunday and spend about an hour and schedule all my posts Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, blah, blah, blah. Then that means that I don't need to go on and post something and then I get hooked into, I'll just go up and down the line and see what's happening for there. So that's a very good feature. I love that feature now. So as I say, when my mate says to me, you're never off it, I'm actually never really on it because it's scheduled posts for there. But you're right, taking time off it, you know, and because the amount of fake news, and everything. See if anybody says something on, let's go back to this one. I remember it must have been about a year ago or maybe longer, pre-COVID maybe, right? Pre-COVID, keep getting mixed up with the dates. And I put on it, R.I.P. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Wasn't a great actor, but still liked him as an action guy, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And the amount of people that went on it saying, oh, that's a shame, that's a shame. And obviously it wasn't deed. I just was doing a wee sort of a wee study to see how people would react to it. Nobody began to Google it for real to see what's happening. So anything that I see on Facebook and stuff like that, then what I do is I will go into Google and research it fully, BBC News, things like that. Now, we know that BBC News can be fake news, but if somebody's did, we're going to 100% know if it's real or not, isn't it? But I never 100% believe what Facebook tells me, guaranteed. Nope. As Jacqueline says here, can be such a distraction. Of course it can be such a distraction. Now, here's one for you, right? Here's one for you. All the couples that's watching this. Should couples have each other on Facebook? Right, I'm going to say no to that. I don't understand it. I remember years ago, right? I'll tell this wee story. I don't mind telling this wee story. And I blocked a certain person off my Facebook, and they're like to me, "Oh, just put me back on. What? You get something to hide?" I said, "Listen, see if I was going behind your back. Do you think I would be putting it on Facebook?" I said, "Do you think I'd be putting it on my messenger for the world to see?" I don't think so. I don't think that couples should have each other on Facebook unless there's a distance thing going on there. Then that's fair enough. But that's just my belief, by the way. Remember, it's just my belief. You turn on and say different. I'm not going to say you're wrong. Not at all. Not at all. Right, here's one here. Somebody was asking, do you believe in having multiple accounts on Facebook? Do you believe in having multiple accounts? Sorry, I've worded that wrong there. Do you believe in having multiple accounts to look at people you have blocked? Right, that one came in the day there, actually. Do you believe in having multiple accounts to look at people you have blocked? Now, listen, let's jump on this one about blocking, right, on social media. Doesn't matter who you block, by the way. Everybody gets to see your stuff, guaranteed. Doesn't matter who you block, right? Now, we've all done it. Everyone's done it. I've done it myself, right? So you block somebody, you think that's it, they're at the road. They still get to see your stuff somewhere down the line. Guaranteed, by the way, guaranteed. Simple as that. So do you believe in having multiple accounts to look? I don't think anybody's going to really answer that, are they? Unless you want to answer that one in a private mail for there, and I can read it before I finish. But no, I have never had more than one Facebook. I've had pages, but then I felt as though Stephen Mayer was the brand, so I didn't really need the pages. So I done away with that. Sorry, just wait to stop this wee thing up here. So no, it was no. One Facebook's enough for me. Definitely one Facebook's enough for me. 100%. As I say, don't know what anybody else thinks in that for there. Not much comments coming in that one, but I don't think anybody's going to really answer that one anyway, are they? They're not going to answer that one. So, I mean, what would be the point? Let's jump on that. So you turn around and say, right, there's John Smith and Jane Doe, right? And they blocked each other on Facebook, blah, blah, blah. Then they go and open up other ones just to see what they're doing. You know, that doesn't make sense to me, by the way. That does not make sense to me. Not at all. 2 seconds here. We've got Laird Ronnie. I only made another account up after Facebook banned me for unjust comments on certain posts. Well, I've had that, mate. I've had that. Tell me I was going to get banned. But the thing is, Ronnie, getting a Facebook made up, you know, when things like that happen is justified. It's relevant. But I'm talking about if somebody's just deliberately going out to make something up so they can see what they're doing, you know. Why do you want that hurt? You know, because that's all you're doing. That's all you're doing. Was it Jacqueline says here? I've got 2 accounts because it does not let you delete it now. All right. Does not let you delete it now. No. God, I've had the same Facebook for day one. 9 years or something I've been on it. As I say, I've had pages, but it didn't really work out for me, the pages. Didn't bother me for there. But no, it doesn't matter who you block, because at the end of the day, they're just going to keep coming in. I can tell you right now, they're just going to keep coming in, guaranteed for there, 150%. So, but I want to go back to that one a wee bit for there. Do you think couples should have each other on Facebook? What do you think of that one? Do you think couples should have each other on Facebook? I'm going to say no to that one, right? I'm going to say no. Unless, as I said, you've got distance. But nobody's coming in it, because I think if somebody really thinks and says, I agree with what I'm saying, they're not going to give themselves away, because I'm a hurl say, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? So, doesn't matter. So, Listen, so we're near the end, right? There's only 35 minutes there, right? I wasn't going to do a long one this tonight because I always go by what was going to be said on for there, and usually what's said in the comments coming in, right? But I think what you are mainly doing this is mainly listening to what I'm saying and what I'm doing for there. But I think when you sort of summarise it and put things together, it's full of predators, things like that, and it's rife with them because I watch a lot of the stuff on YouTube, watch a lot of it on YouTube, and it's amazing, these people are super clued up with computers and what they do and how they talk like kids and stuff like that, which is terrible. They seem to have the same lingo. They know they must study it 1,000,000%. They know exactly what to write and how they initial things and things like that, so that the young ones just know they think that they're talking to somebody their own age. So I would say, definitely bad for that. Definitely 100% bad for that. And as I said earlier on there, the parents can't 100% tell them what to do, because the kids are more clued up with all this software than what probably any parent is. Probably, no saying why them, probably. They'll get ways of getting in and hacking in and different stuff for there. There's a good one, actually. Jacqueline Morrison there says scammers. That's a good one. Right, nobody wrote that one down, scammer. There are tons of scammers on it, tons of scammers. I like the one really when you post up and it says on it, I'm going to friend request, say Jane Doe. And then I go, right, okay, that's no bad. So many friends here. And then you get the text saying, hi, how are you? And then you know what's going to happen now. And I just reply back and say, all right. And they say, I got this sum of money. Did you hear the latest and all that? Oh, people must fall for that. They must fall for that. That's how they keep doing it. So people must go, this must be real, blah, blah, blah. I don't fall for any scammers on Facebook whatsoever. It's no guaranteed that I'm talking to the same person all the time. People can phone me up and ask me about, what I do with training and stuff like that. And I could be talking to anybody. But at the end of the day, we'll never ever know. So if I go back on a couple of ones in these we listed just before I finish up, the one that really I liked to us is the Facts Finder. I really liked that one, right? Because it seemed to really annoy a lot of people. They're putting something up and then Facts Finder was saying it was wrong and it was right. I hated that. That done my nothing. That totally done my nothing. 100%. So as I said, I wish that Elon Musk had bought Facebook instead of Twitter and made it free. But then if Facebook was free, would it be a lot better? Would it be a lot better? Do you think that Mark is doing, Zuckerberg, we call him, do you think he's doing a good job? Do you think he's been good at tightening things up? Or do you think that Elon Musk's Twitter is being free is a good thing? Freedom of speech and things like that. What do you think? Good or bad on that? Good or bad? This could go on forever. Definitely going forever for there. But 2 seconds here. Sorry. They started somebody's message here, wasn't it? I could go on forever about it for there. So listen, we are 40 minutes in. Always flies by the way. Always flies by. Now, Sunday. We're on Sunday. And Sunday is going to be about mental health, depression, anxiety, things like that. It covers so many avenues, by the way. Seem to be a lot of people that's interested in that one. So we're going to cover a lot of avenues on that one. I'll share, and I'm very open about it. I'll share some of my own stories on it and where I've been and how I felt and things like that. I'll share that, no problem at all. And then the week after that, we've got did school. Give you the tools to survive. Then we'll be starting for Christmas and starting back to January. But we're going to do a Christmas special and a New Year special. I think the New Year one will be good because it'll just be full of everybody. And that's going to be a 2-hour special live from 11:45 at night to 2 in the morning for there. So, listen, once again, everybody, thank you very much for coming on. Even if you're only on for 2 minutes and turned it off. Even if you came on for 2 minutes and went, he's rubbish and turned it off, I still thank you for coming on, by the way. So, because I love what I do. I love everything what I do, whether it's physically, mentally, training, talking, whatever. Absolutely love it for there. And any topics that you want me to put forward for next year, then send me a message and we'll see if we can do it for there. No problem. If you want to come on board, then you can come on board and you can do that as well. So it's Jacqueline there. That's a good one. I will share my experience also. That's good. All right. It'd be really good if we get some people on board next week for that one. If you wanted to tell your story, we're not asking you to be 100% accurate about it, but it'd be quite a good one. We're not to tell anybody who's right and wrong and what you should be taking and not be taking. We're not going to talk like that. Not at all. But anyway, so listen, thank you everybody for coming on, and thanks for just making me do what I want to do, because I love this. Please be safe. Make sure everything is great. Don't listen to junk. Don't listen to people talking about you. Just enjoy your life. Just keep going forward. Get up in the morning, have a smile, and go to work, blah, blah, blah. Don't fall for people's rubbish and bitching and crap and jealousy. Just get on with your life. Thank you very much for watching.